Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're playing Chile, and to be specific, we're playing as the Mapuche because there is a special path for them in Chile. Let me show you. Regular difficulty, Iron Man, historical focuses as usual, let's go. Chile, 14 factories, not that much manpower, just 7 units, and a bunch of negative modifiers, but also the unique opportunity to play as the Mapuche, which will give us some overpowered bonuses, but we'll get to that. First, look to tradition. It is time to take a step back from liberalism and look back towards those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely. Happy there's a family guy. Let's go. Production. Infantry weapons, submarine and convoys. Factories. Give me civilian ones for now. Research. Weapons 1. More research boosts. And that's about it. Let's unpause and speed up. The Nazista coup and all that is not relevant. Not with what we're doing. Now let's switch everyone to this small militia template and train new units. Actually prioritize them, but do not deploy them. Why? Well, I have my very good reasons to do it that way. Station all the units in the capital. We'll look to tradition. And now it's time for Ibanez's coup. Gather up political power. Do not spend it on anything. Carlos Ibanez del Campo coup. Well, it's time for Mr. Ibanez tonight. Modern show with modern music, smoke machine and laser light. Bonus points if you get that reference. He is pretty good. Now we can choose. Do we become Ibanez or do we oppose Ibanez? We shall become the Mapuche. Our political power is atrocious, but it's going to become better soon. More research. And can we actually afford a spy agency? Yes, we can. Let's do that. And we have a very interesting modifier. Mapuche nationalism. 15% political power. Not that great, is it? Well, all of these focuses boost it and it stays with us forever. So we're going to need to do all these before we challenge Ibanez. Not this one. Why? Because it takes effect upon the start of our war for independence. Only we're not going to fight a war for independence. We're going to make Ibanez see reason and concede to the Mapuche. Yeah, you can do that. A society for something of Araucania. Give me stability and war support. Remember, do not deploy these units. Boost your agency 5 times so you can get 2 operatives. And let's research radio. I'm going to need it for war support. Also, weapons 1. Do not spend political power yet. Right, operative. Rosita. Go to Argentina. With this, our war support is at 14%. Sadly, we do not have the political power, well, because I want to go to limited conscription. But Ibanez is also doing focuses, and he has drained our political power. No matter, we can wait a little bit longer. La Moderna Araucania, or is that Rasania? Tell me if you know. Extra research speed and political power. We're not going to do the defense groups. Why? Well, they trigger when the war for independence starts, and there's not going to be one. Invisible ink. And finally, we have enough war support and political power to do limited conscription. It is absolutely crucial for my plan. Do limited conscription. I'd love to start doing decryption, but we just don't have the civilian factories for it. Takes 8 to start the department. Right, now we do all these focuses. The order that matters a little bit because the lower ones damage our stability too much and war support, so we start with the top ones. Corporation. Ibanez is going to outlaw socialism. Good. We got 5 upgrades to our agency. Let's leave it for now. That's enough for 2 spies. And all these bonuses are added to our Mapuche nationalism spirit, and we keep it forever. Next up, Federation. New spy goes to Argentina, and let's infiltrate their army. I would do collaboration with governments, but they're very costly, and we are very poor. There you go. Ibanez is strengthening his forces, which will take effect when the civil war starts, only there's not going to be a civil war. Now this is particularly important. He's cracking down on Mapuche organizations. What does that mean? Well, that means war support is going to fall below 10%. Have you already figured out why that's important? Next up, union. Watch what happens when our war support falls. It's at 9%. We are on limited conscription. The populace want us to ease up on conscription. What if we don't? Well, a civil war with the communists will start. Oh no. How will that affect us? Let's elect an axe-bearer, our future leader. War support is down to 3%. Good. We convene the Congress and elect our leader. Stability and war support. Well, this is actually quite useful. The extra war support will help us, but we can get war support later in different ways. Manuel would give us war support and attack and defense on core territory, and Esteban gives us attack and defense everywhere. So he's clearly superior. Esteban it is. Chinese United Front, and we're saving up political power. Do not ease up on conscription. Sadly, Ibanez is going to sell one of our provinces to Peru. Oh well, we can live with that. Also, we can kill Peru later and just take it back. We have convened the Congress. Now, there's 2 options here. We can work with the communists, which will give us some political advisors, and I think one chief of army. It's definitely not worth it. We'll get a lot of great advisors anyway, so we shall not compromise on our ideals. This increases our war support by 5, but we're at 3, so it will be at 8, still low enough for the civil war to trigger, and we want it to trigger. We shall not compromise on our ideals. Let's avenge the pacification of Araucania, or Arasania. If it's Arasania, tell me, but I think it's Araucania. Let's do it. Finishing this focus will make us become the Mapuche Nation and start a civil war. Or it would start a civil war if it wasn't for this little detail here. Because we are currently in a civil war, so this is not going to start one. My headcanon is that Esteban and Carlos are going to realize that the communists are the bigger threat and just work together. Regardless, what we need to do now is use the civil war to our advantage. Oh, I made a mistake. I was sure that they'll get at least 2 units out of my 7. I had 7, so they have 1. I need them to get into my territory a little bit. We're just going to stay here and ignore them. Actually, I'm going to disband some of these units, because if we're weak enough, I'll be able to go to extensive conscription. Is that enough? No. Alright, we'll go down to just 1 unit. And if we had 60% war support, we could go to service by requirement. Sadly, we don't have that yet. Or they can just walk into our territory, and that too will be sufficient. Regardless, extensive conscription for now. And we wait. Someone takes power in Paraguay, not my problem. I'm saving up 300 political power because I want to go to service by requirement and war economy. And we can use this little civil war to do that, if we play it smart. Oh, I can do war propaganda. It's a bit expensive, but I think it's necessary. Still, yeah, sure, we can spend 150 political power for war propaganda. Let's do that. Because the Mapuche conflict will go away, this will increase here. I need 60 war support, and we're very close to that. Excellent. See? No second civil war. We're the Mapuche Nation led by Esteban, and normally in a civil war this would go away, but we have Ibanez as our general, so I'm just going to assume that Esteban and Carlos had a sit down. He retired from the government in exchange for his position as general back. Promote Esteban to field marshal, logistics, offensive, charismatic, and you infantry expert. Next focus, I need more war support, and I can get it here with the Department of Propaganda, so let's go for it. Alright, I also got extra troops. We'll probably have to disband them. Right now I'm waiting for the communists to build another unit because they're not going to advance with just 1. I think they need 2, and I do need them to advance. Department of Propaganda. I will get my war economy even if I have to let them take my territory, or some of it. Get here, everybody. Ah, they're advancing. Excellent. And we'll let them in. Oh, I need more political power, don't I? I'll let them in as far as they need to go for me to get war economy. I'm standing in my capital, so they will not make me surrender. It's fine. Ah, okay, good. That's enough for war economy. Now stop them. Build me some military factories here. Stop their advance. Just stop it for now. I can crush them at any time with these units. I just need a little more political power to go to all adults serve. Sorry, to service by requirement. Just this. All adults service too much. Wait a minute. This should be giving me... Did I mess something up? Because this should not be giving me a one-time boost in stability. It should be giving me constant boost in stability. Huh. I think I messed something up, and I don't know what. Alright, we can now get service by requirement, but we have too many troops, we're too strong. So let's disband until we're weak enough for this to happen. Now, how many troops do you have? 1 or 2 divisions. Maybe it's just 1. Okay, let's go down to just 2 small divisions. Is that enough? It is not. Well, let's go down to 1. It's definitely enough. We could even go to adult serve, but it's not sustainable. Service by requirement will work perfectly. And now that we've done it, I can deploy my troops. Let's do it. And now we can do what? Push back. Let's push the communists back. Oh, we're actually close to surrendering. Well, we did hold the capital, so it was not really a danger. It's fine. Get Santiago. Department of Propaganda gave us war support. We already got what we wanted from the Civil War. It's time to end it. I don't think they have any troops left, so just go aggressive. We now have war economy and service by requirement, because we do need the manpower desperately. So it was necessary to do all that, playing around with the Civil War. Perhaps I should prepare a collaboration government. No. Let's end the Civil War. There it goes. It's done. What's my war support? It's 52, which means the populace wants us to ease up on conscription unless we have 60 war support. Can I get to 60 war support? Yes, I can. By getting to this focus here, but it's too far away, or by getting an appropriate advisor. I guess we'll get the advisor. Okay, I don't know what went wrong here. This should be giving me a consistent stability bonus, like a ticking stability bonus. Something went wrong, terribly wrong. Well, let's do it anyway. Professional Officer Corps. And we need to increase our war support. Fortunately, we can just hire Manuel, who will give us 10 war support. Maybe I have insufficient support for non-aligned. Is that... No, this makes no sense. I don't know what's going on here. When I tested this, the bonus was different. And now with 67% war support, we are consistently on service bar requirement. Yeah, something got messed up. Oh well. Expand the agricultural field. Okay. I checked the game files. It's no mistake. Actually, between my testing and this, the game got updated and this very wonderful modifier that gave you constant stability forever got changed into this unfortunate crappy one. God damn it. Oh well. What could have been? Well, we could have received a modifier that constantly increased our stability forever. Well, damn, that's disappointing. Anyways, let's expand the agricultural field. Embracing corporatism is theoretically better, but this gives us cattle and wool, which is definitely worth it. What do we do now? Now we wait for our manpower to mobilize and we get ready to fight Argentina. Or possibly Uruguay, we'll see. Exercise. Get me all those infantry divisions. Alright, and now we need military factories, and a lot of them. Lots of military factories. I need those guns. Get over there and train up. Oh, actually, I shouldn't be deploying them ahead of time. That wastes guns. I'm still angry about the stability thing, so we'll just have to improve worker conditions. We still have the Chilean economy modifier, which is not great, but I'm focusing on this for now. Theoretically, I could attack Uruguay first. Through a naval invasion. Nah, we'll have to go through Argentina anyway. Let's do all these focuses, with the exception of the war against Argentina. There's no need to rush that. Now, we could get some serious political power, but we are getting a decent amount of political power anyway. So let's get 15% research speed and more unaligned support. God damn it, they both got captured. Well, crap. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. She'll be dead in 154 days. Well, there's nothing I can do. Union of American Indigenous Peoples. How's our military construction? Slow. There's no need to rush the war against Argentina. Let's wait for our manpower to mobilize, for our guns to be constructed, and all that. And we get some crazy bonuses from all these focuses, so I'm gonna stack up as many of them as I can before we actually fight. Now, actually, quickly cancel this, because we can speed up our military factory construction with this. Let's do that one first. I'm torn between Guido and Carlos. Guido gives us faster compliance growth and some factory output and slower resistance growth, but Carlos reduces resistance target, which is better. Alright, Carlos it is. And he gives us some political power as well. Not that I need it. God damn it. Looks like they actually changed Chile while I'm recording this, because this was supposed to give 50% bonuses to infantry weapons. Well, damn. I think it's the first time I got nerfed while working on a particular video. We're going to have to replace Manuel at some point because he's slowing down our research. But he is giving us non-line support. I guess that's something. Right, Army Offense Expert, Attack and Experience. More military factories. Patagonian Giants. Sad that we don't have any good military advisors. I have to make them ourselves. No, actually, yeah. Let's get Manuel Quentin Lame. We need to make him an infantry leader. Chilean earthquake. Of course, we're going to help people. Relief efforts. Free trade, please. Extra research, construction speed, factory output, everything. And we can just buy the steel from the United States easily. Weapons 2. Focus on wool and cattle. Better supply efficiency. We have a guy who gives us a bonus to Grand Battle Plan. So I guess in the light of that, we'll go with Grand Battle Plan. Political loyalty. Do we need that? Yeah, just a bit of stability, but worth it. New spy. Go to Argentina. Just refund this bit of Czechoslovakia. The Second World War will soon start, and we could actually use that to start our conquests with normal war justifications. Brazil wants to be a good neighbor. Right, we could start our war against Argentina now, but I can still get bonuses from these two. 9% organization in total. Sure, I'm still building units. We have one full army ready. It's just an 18-width infantry template, but it's good enough. Oh right, I forgot about cryptology. Let's do that. How about some radio propaganda? And make guns too. Decrypt Argentina. Whoa, that's slow. Are we ready to go? No, I still want to do this one. Strength of the common soldier. Improved infantry equipment 2. Romania joins Axis, not my problem. I'm not going to decrypt in Argentina in time. Let's cancel that. Work on Mexico instead. And Colombia. Yeah, that's it for now. And the war starts. I can actually start justifying war goals now if I want to. Well, not yet, when it goes to 50. I'm really tempted to do that. You know, to not get bogged down in Argentina for too long. Quickly enough. German pressure towards the Benelux. Poland capitulates. 49%. Alright, 58. Time to fight Argentina. Let's go. Now, this focus automatically declares war for me. Let's use officers who do not have political advisor roles yet, like him. Deploy what we can, leave the rest for reinforcements. Winter expert, sure. Extra 20% attack on core territory, which is actually quite good, because part of Argentina's territory here is also my core territory, or will be once the focus finishes. Stop your exercise, get ready to fight. Also, grand battle plan. France capitulates, and we declare war on Argentina. Here we go. And we should have the upper hand rather easily. Next up, crusade against imperialism. This is going to sour our relations with everybody, but also let us justify war goals quickly. We are progressing rather nicely. We can utilize domestic film industry, sure. Our war, a masterpiece. Have we mobilized everything? Yeah, almost. Not many casualties so far, and we are making progress. Looking good. Come on, Quentin. I need you to become an infantry leader. Weapons 3. Way ahead of time. It's gonna take forever. Should we do it? No, I have too many economic ones to complete first. The weapons can wait a bit. And why am I doing atomic research? Well, this is a late game campaign, and stacking all the research bonuses early lets me do everything else quickly. Grand battle plan. Now, crusade against imperialism is a very interesting focus. It lets me release puppets through decisions. Oh, I can't show you yet because I haven't done it. How did this happen? Go take care of them. Crusade against imperialism is done, and it opens up the way to interesting options. See, we get to release all these puppets. Just look at the map, incorporating various parts of the Americas, and they get, cores, focus trees, everything. And once we've released them, we can either decide to unify and annex all the territories, getting cores on them, or have them remain puppets, but get powerful bonuses to political power, organization, and all that. Now, the interesting thing is, this only applies to the countries you have released when you do the focus. So it becomes a game of how late can I do it? Well, regardless, time for some public works projects while we finish off Argentina. How are the casualties? Not too bad. Yes, we declare the crusade against imperialism. Just look at this wonderful national spirit. We even get a compliance gain boost. Oh, speaking of compliance, let's go with local police force and cavalry division. This should work nicely. Also, I can take the decision to liberate the Rapa Nui people. Now, I could release them through here, but they won't get the bonuses they get from this one. Stability, war support, political power, and manpower. That's just 50 political power, so yeah, let's do that. And it gives them the islands, and it creates units for them. Units that I can request and send to the front lines. Let's do that. Yes. Is that a baby? It is a baby. Well, at least he's not too corrupt. Should we just focus on Buenos Aires? Now let's let them do their thing. We're not in a rush, so limit our casualties. Argentina should not be able to hold out for much longer. You should go from the side. Yeah, let's get their capital, and that should do it. Here goes Argentina. I am going to annex everything. Now, I could theoretically take my core territories, which are this, and this, and make a puppet of the rest. Or just make a puppet of these two, which coincides with another releasable nation. But if we keep Argentina as a puppet, there's a chance that Bolivia and Paraguay will attack it, and that's not very conducive to our plans. So I shall take everything, and all of their fleet. There goes Argentina. Well, Uruguay, it's your time to disappear. Technically, I could have started justifying the war goal before, ending my war. That's fine. Now, what do we do with our spies? We're going to send one to Colombia, and another one to Mexico. Also, more decryption and more military factories. These 11 units should be sufficient to kill Uruguay. Let's check on them. That's a lot of factories. God damn. Right, you can take more troops. Or Quentin is going to prepare a naval invasion of Panama. Everyone just go into this particular bit of territory. I do have some planes. Argentinian planes. Help in Uruguay, please. Oh, I can invite Brazil to my faction. Now, inviting countries to your faction if you go on a conquering spree like I'm going to is a risky proposition because it increases the chances of those countries joining the allies when you attack them. But having Brazil on my side will be very helpful in conquering Colombia. So yes, I will invite them to my faction, even if it's just temporary. Contract EFE, whatever that is. Now, I will attack and kill Brazil, but that can wait. We can make use of them as an ally first. Alright, let's remember to prioritize the garrisons. Justification on Uruguay is ready. We declare war. We do not call Brazil in. And we justify on Panama. Now, our navy should be sufficient to get us there. Actually, our navy is pretty sizable for such a small country. We have submarines, we should be able to reach where we need to go. The attack on Uruguay is going smoothly. Uruguay, have you actually completed your focus tree? Probably not, seeing how big it is. I can make them a puppet or I can annex them. I feel like making them a puppet will be more beneficial to us. Let's devalue the peso. Here goes Uruguay. We're going to make it a puppet and stack war reparations on top of that, and resource rights and ships. Give me everything. My puppet Uruguay. Now they can keep using their focus tree to get a lot of factories in their territory, and once they're done with that, I can use this decision here to switch them into an indigenous puppet. We're ready to invade Panama. Justification is ready. Declare war immediately. And I feel like we should do Colombia next, since we do have Brazil on our side. Did you launch your naval invasion? You did. Right. Panama has hardly any troops, and if we land here and walk over to their capital, they'll just be dead. Right. Justify on Colombia. I'm attacking all the democratic ones first. And we have landed. Endure their counterattack and take over Panama. And it is done. Same as Uruguay, we puppet them, stack war reparations and resources and their fleet. Having Brazil as an ally here is useful because Colombia will have to garrison this border. In the meantime, let's prepare a small naval invasion over here. Aggressive, balanced, aggressive. Next, focus. Put the nitrate to good use. Our navy grows with more conquests. We all go here. Prepared defense. Justification is ready, but we don't have our cipher yet. I can wait 13 days, yes. I've had a break and also verified that, yes, Chile has been significantly nerfed between my testing and recording of this game, which is kind of annoying. Still, we're about to attack Colombia. Just need a bit longer to do that. Let's also increase our stability, improve worker conditions, anti-fascist rates, anti-democratic rates, anti-communist rates. After that, we'll have to slowly inch our way towards Mexico. Here's the position. Almost. Just need the cipher, and here it is. Alright. I have Brazil in my faction. I'm going to call them in. Not sure if they'll accept or not. Doesn't matter. What matters is that Colombia will be distracted. Still waiting for that infantry leader trait here. Okay, I think we're good to go. Activate the Colombian cipher, work on the Mexican cipher, declare war on Colombia, and call everyone in. Attack, and the naval invasion has launched as well. Now we can probably do this without the naval invasion, but it's an extra distraction, and in case they, fortify this area, we can do it through the naval stuff. Now what's next? Foreign designs, and boost my artillery, please. We have landed. Alright, let's switch this to a field marshal order and take out Colombia quickly, please. Now, in the meantime, justify war go on Costa Rica. We need to take out all the democratic countries quickly. Now, Brazil has finally joined. Doesn't really matter. They're not going to steal territory from us. This is going well enough. Oh, right, I need to train more troops. Give me all the infantry we can. Actually, let's train them as smaller guys so we can get them faster. How about 2 full army groups? We should be able to support that. And I'll switch them to infantry once they're deployed. We'll need them to kill Mexico. Come on, get me Bogota, and they should surrender. Justification for Costa Rica is complete. Start working on Honduras. Why Honduras? It's democratic. I need to take out all the democratic countries. And we can get Guatemala and attack Mexico from Guatemala. Here goes Colombia. I have 100% of war score. Same as usual. Puppet, stack reparations, and resources, and ships. That's it. Colombia's mine. Let's send this small army to kill Costa Rica, and you guys can start preparing a naval invasion that will take over Honduras. Like this, we should handle them easily. And some foreign advisors, please. There's also another important thing we have to do. We have to kick Brazil from our faction and dismantle our faction. If we do that, there's a lower chance that our targets would join the allies. I'm not sure how that works internally in the game, but I have tested this a bit. And without a faction, we have a better chance. And if we need a faction, I can always create a new one. Alright, get in position, everybody. Atomic research done. Advanced computing machine. I'm going to have super fast research for the second half of the game. Extend your naval coverage. We're not actually interested in countries in the Caribbean. I could try and infiltrate Mexico. No, I'd rather have a good spy network. Deploy, and let's switch you all to infantry. Get over to Panama and Colombia and exercise a lot. You guys in position? Most of you. Why are you not moving? Regardless, time to attack, declare war on Costa Rica, and call in my puppet Panama. War go on Honduras is ready, declare war on them as well, and justify on Guatemala. We have to move fast. Here goes Costa Rica. Puppet, resources, reparations, fleet. Good. And we got the Mexican cipher. Good. And we're landing in Honduras. In the meantime, try decrypting Brazil. And they were not defending this port. Silly mistake, but it's good for me. Let's bring the entire army. Greece joins allies, not my problem. And we got foreign advisors, military advisors. So we can pick what countries we take. We're non-aligned, so we can get Japanese, German, British, or French. And there are some mutual exclusive stuff, but essentially I can take the Japanese, and it's not a problem. And now I can take the Germans, or the British and the French. The British and the French give us better bonuses, so we shall take both of them. Also, Prussianize the army. How's the invasion? Well, we're gonna win this. We have a port, so it's going to be fine. We have enough guns for everybody. We do. And we have 3.5 armies that should be enough to kill Mexico reliably. Now, construction. I need some civilian stuff again. This will do for now. Come on, attack them more. Justification on Guatemala is ready. Let's start working on Mexico. Actually, I can attack Guatemala at the same time. No reason to delay. Oh, and we have taken Honduras. Same as always, puppet, stuff and ships. Declare war. Call in Honduras. take out Guatemala. These advisors are going to give me a nice boost. It might be wise to wait with attacking Mexico until I have them, but I guess the faster we do it, the better. Just, because we don't want them to join the Allies. Here goes Guatemala. Puppet, fleet, resources, reparations. I'm going to use 2.5 armies to just invade Mexico, normally, and you guys are going to do naval invasions. Also, generals. I have to take low-level generals because I need to train them up to be advisors. Well, okay, one low-level one and one better guy. Naval invasion from the other side. 4 here and 6 here. This should do. Alright, get in position, everybody. Right, I have more ships now. Get over here. Yugoslavia joins the Allies because they're attacked by the Germans, and we're almost done with our war goal, but my troops are not in position yet, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Yeah, get in position, get your organization, and then we can attack. Oh, I should also increase relations with the Brits. Probably going to hate me anyway. Well, maybe not entirely. Are you good to go? Well, yeah, you pretty much are. Grand Assault, and in 13 days I will get my bonuses from military advisors. Maybe I should wait. I'm gonna wait. It's not that long. We'll hit peace. And got our bonuses. And we can also do another doctrine. And another doctrine, and our army is Prussianized. Prussia, but, well, it's more Prussian. Let's get an extra operative. And also, it's time to attack Mexico. Declare war, call in Guatemala, and activate the Mexican cipher. Go. We should have the upper hand fairly easily, with all the bonuses we are getting. Yeah, it looks like it. Peru attacks Ecuador. That's fine. Is it time for the best guns yet? Yeah. Naval invasions are landing. Excellent. Help with the attack on the port. We got the tip here. Move to Tijuana. War in South America. See, it ignored my wars, but when Peru attacks someone, it's suddenly big news. Should we feel disrespected by that? Alright, we already have a port here, so I could send extra reinforcements. Here. There. And we got another port. Excellent. We're going to redirect some of those reinforcements over here. I will reorganize a bit once everyone's connected and landed. How's the attack down here? It's good. Get Tijuana. And you go here. There's no defense in the north. Excellent. Unify the front line down here and attack. Now, the only thing that can ruin our day here is if they join the Allies now. I really hope they don't. But I did dismantle my faction, so it shouldn't happen. Can you connect? Yes, you can. Okay. Reorganize. Get a new front line. I'm unaggressive. It is a little wasteful, but I need to end this war as quickly as I can. A little bit of a manual attack as well. More manual attacks. There's some solid defense in here, but it doesn't need that many troops. Move here. Got Mexico City, and we got the Brazilian cipher. Alright, but they're still far from capitulation. After we get Mexico, we might want to move against Brazil, because Brazil has a good chance of joining the Allies eventually. And we really don't want that to happen. How about we connect here? Get me Guadalajara, good. Right, at this point it's just going smoothly. The cipher ran out, but that's fine, we're winning anyway. Start spying on Brazil. Just a little bit longer. Right, what has the most victory points? This is 10, 10, 10, 5, 5. We need to really move quickly. So I'll just do a manual attack everywhere. I know it's wasteful and suboptimal, but even if it makes them capitulate a few days earlier, it's gonna be worth it. Military intelligence, department complete. Let's expand the forestry now. I need more building slots. Come on, get me Chihuahua. Excellent. We got Mexico without them joining the Allies. Now, what do I need from Mexico? I'm not going to puppet Mexico. Do not puppet Mexico. It's a terrible idea. They have civil wars. But we can satellite something from them. 1 and 2. Take the rest of Mexico directly and give me all their fleet. That will increase my industry once we get some collaboration in here. Or if we use a decision to create a new puppet out of these puppets. This one in particular. I'm not sure which is better, because I have 2 options here. I can wait for these guys to use their focus tree to get extra stuff here, while I do not have cores in what used to be Mexico. Or I could use the decision to make all of this into a new puppet state that will have cores all over this area. I think I'll wait. Did I remember to prioritize the garrison? I did. Okay then. I think it's time for a coffee break and then possibly to invade Brazil. Still don't have the infantry leader thingy. Now, some of my puppets got units. Let's requisition those. Now, do any of my puppets have a significant amount of manpower? Uruguay has 165,000. I should be doing expeditionary forces from Uruguay. About Bolivia? 129. And the guys here, much less. But yeah, sure. Let's make expeditionary forces from Uruguay and from Colombia. Yeah, I'm gonna invade Brazil. Do we need to do naval invasions? I probably should, yes. But what is your fleet? Mine's bigger, so yes, I can do naval invasions. I suppose I could invade the north of Brazil while I walk from Uruguay in the south, ignoring the Colombian border most likely. Yeah, I'll try and land here. Alright, so this will be our naval invasion. Actually, just these 2 zones, like this. Well, the rest of you, will attack from Uruguay. Can I reach the area? I should be able to. I'm gonna put them on patrol. Alright, and justify war goal on Brazil. Let's do that too. 60 days. That's fine. Look at the stability and war support we have. Peru took Ecuador with the exception of Galapagos Islands. But I don't think they're included in any of my prospective subjects, which means I do not need to invade Ecuador, which is no longer called that. Do I need more supply hubs, or is this fine? It should be fine, but just in case I'm gonna build some ports here to increase the available supply. It's 60 days, so you guys can exercise a little bit as well. Move faster. When we were doing patrol, did they actually reach the area? I should have naval range. I do. Alright, so hold for now. Gather up some fuel. Is it time we started adding support companies? Let's see if we can afford that. If I were to add support artillery, do I have enough support artillery? I do. Okay, how about anti-air? I do. And engineers? Okay, let's do that. Let's add 3 support companies to our main template. Also, since we are adding them, I will have to start building it as well. I will be investing in proper support companies and all that, but for our early conquests, pure infantry is more than enough. But now that we have enough guns for everybody, I can invest in other stuff. Also, more spies. Everybody going to Brazil. And we can start working on Peru, because we're going to have to kill them as well. Although, Peru can wait. Good thing we got Mexico. It was probably the most risky. Mexico and Brazil are the most risky. New troops. Gimme. Stop your exercise. Get in position. Yeah, looks like we have the upper hand. How many troops do you have, Brazil? 10 to 20 divisions, that's nothing. So much land, so few units. Good. Oh, my justification is ready. And you guys are not in position yet. Well, almost. Almost is good enough. Let's get this done. Send the ships out. Make sure you scout the area. Good. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. I should probably go to all adults serve. But that will happen if I'm fighting someone more powerful than Brazil. Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. Declare war on Brazil. And let's call in Uruguay. Just Uruguay. And after I'm done with Brazil, I'm going to start using... Let's not use the cipher yet. We'll use it when the naval invasion is landing. Go. This is looking great. Expand the forestry is done, which means we'll have more slots. Let's do the land of mountains. Are you guys on your way? Yes, you are. And they're securing the border here, which is unnecessary. Oh, it's undefended. Well, in that case, there's no harm in using the cipher now. Let's try and just run along the coast with some units and leave the others to catch up. Brazil is massive, so it's going to be a lot of walking. But all the important victory points are along the coast. And we have landed. Get into the jungle. We're getting Brazil from 2 sides. There's some fighting in the south, and it's difficult supply-wise, but we're just pressing on aggressive, and it's fine. And in the north, they are scrambling to get a defense, which might slow me down, but it also means they're weakening the south. So it's all good. As long as they don't join a faction, it's all good. Land of Mountains will give our infantry bonuses on mountains. Well, the real question will probably be, will we be satisfied with our small conquests, or will we try and take on the United States? But that's for later. Let's do flexible organization. Alright, this is looking excellent. How far from capitulation are you? Not that far. We're much stronger than Brazil, it turns out. Not really a surprise. 700,000 troops in the field. Oh, Japan attacked the Philippines. If I were to attack Japan, could I create a faction with the United States? Very, very unlikely. Yeah, let's just get everything in South America and Central America that is not in the Allies, and then we can challenge the Allies if we want to. How's Germany doing, by the way? Not fighting the Soviets. That's something. Come on. Flood Brazil with my troops. Excellent. Can we release someone? No. I could puppet Brazil, but I think it's risky, so I'm just going to take all this territory and all their ships. Okay, great. Now, I am waiting with most of these releasable countries, but if there's ones we can just release out of Brazil, I should do that. Like reorganize the Brazilian government. Can I do it without owning this bit of Peru? I can, which will release a new Brazil. But will their focus tree be problematic or not? I'm gonna risk it for the manpower. Boom. Great Pindorama. Do you have the Brazilian focus tree? You do. Is it going to be terrible? Maybe. Yeah, well. Okay, now we have covered all the democratic ones and Brazil. Time to finish up all the non-aligned ones. Should I go after the fascist ones so they don't join the Axis? No, non-aligned should be fine. Which means Nicaragua, 1 army will suffice. From both sides. Then Paraguay and Bolivia. And after that we'll have the fascists, which means Peru, Venezuela, and El Salvador. Oh, I still kept some territory. That's fine. Do you have any manpower? 1 million manpower. Nice. In that case, how about we make a colonial template using Brazilian manpower? This looks good. Has extra artillery. I'm not sure I'll be able to produce this much. Yeah, sure. Let's copy that template. create a new division for quick deployment. Just one bit of infantry, like this. It has a skull because it dies easily. For now, just one army. And let's switch whom? Let's switch this guy's army, with the exception of the expeditionary forces. So that's 20 to the Brazilian template. We do not have enough artillery, but we can produce enough artillery. Our industry at this point is pretty good. Let's also change the picture. The Turkey thing. I'm still not sure what to do with the United States and allies. I should probably attack them, but we'll leave them for last. Wouldn't it be easier for you guys to just use naval transport rather than go through the jungle? Yeah, whatever. Yay, best guns are here. Can finally get back to normal research. Also, we have finally devalued the peso, so we can go for the third research slot. Now, you might be wondering why I have completely ignored these. Because the later I take them, the better the result. Seriously, you guys should just take a boat. Will you even get there in time? Well, the war goal is valid for 2 months, and I don't have to call in the neighboring countries. Let's do Paraguay next. 60 days. I must have a special spirit for that. You guys can handle Paraguay. Let's go towards the research slot. And you get ready to fight Bolivia. Same for you. Guns 3. Oh, I can cheaply buy steel from Brazil. Let's do that. Also, I did the forestry focus, which means I can hire this company, which increases my factories in the state, and I want that. So I can put more in my core territories. Doing civilian ones for now. I mean, I do need more military stuff for artillery and such, but we're playing the long game here. Alright, we're nearing Nicaragua. Finland attacks the Soviets, and so does Germany. Alright. Germany making a mistake. Don't fight on 2 fronts if you don't have to, but it's none of my business. Now, we have taken out everyone who's democratic in South America and Central America. We're not counting the Caribbean because I can't get cores there anyway. So now the Allies should not meddle, most probably. Then we'll be attacking Peru, Venezuela, and El Salvador, who are fascists, so they might join the Axis, but if they do, that opens up a way of collaboration with the Allies for us. So it's all good. Right, I think we're ready to attack Nicaragua. Call in Costa Rica and Honduras. Take them out quickly. We've been embargoed by Sweden. I think I can live with that. Right, Cyphers, let's do Venezuela. Yay, we got all the research boosts, which means I can finally do normal stuff very quickly. 65% research boost. Japan attacks the Dutch East Indies, which means the United States will soon be joining the Allies. Nicaragua's taken. Puppet, resources, and reparations. Should I start spying on the United States? Because I can probably take the rest out without too much trouble. Well, maybe not Peru. Peru's probably strong. United States joined the Allies, that's fine. Leningrad has fallen to the Finnish, Japan being uppity. 9 days. Let's get these guys away from the front lines. Indigenous Brazilian Council. That's an interesting ruling body. Justification for Paraguay is here. Let's declare war. No need to call anyone, and we justify on Bolivia immediately. Another 60 days. Now they have an advisor for that. Unfortunate, but oh well, what can you do? Uruguay is still doing focuses. When they run out, I should replace them with a different subject. Looks like they're not gonna run out, there's just too many. I wish you could tell your subjects to just do the ones with factories so I can annex you. Join the Allies, really? Wait, you can do join the Allies, but you're not independent. Huh. I wonder if I would join with them. The sinking of the Tolton, sorry. SS Tolton. I can get a war goal on Germany. I don't want a war goal on Germany. Do I need extra war support? Sure, let's get extra war support. Philadelphia, it's called Philadelphia. Here goes Paraguay. Let's check their focus tree. They're doing wool makers, which will give us a building slot. Do you have any industrial focuses still undone? This is promising. I'll just let them build up for a while. And let's get you guys over to the northern border of Peru, because I think they have to be my next target. Night assault. Hungary greater than Hungary. Yay, got another research slot. Right, now we have some economic boosts to do here. Promote immigration, sure. Give me more people. At least we research stuff very quickly now. If I exchange the toilet paper company for the research company, it will be even faster. I want to maximize my factories first. Come on, finish this. Oh, it's almost done. Okay, let's attack Bolivia, call in Paraguay, and what used to be Brazil. And go. And next justification, Peru or Venezuela? Peru. I need to take them out. Retake core state is just 10 days. I'll wait a bit. Bolivia is gonna be pretty easy. Because that's sending me stuff. Paraguay, no thank you. Then again, why not? It's not like I'm gonna let them break free. Let's do some raids for more stability. And here goes Bolivia. Same thing as always. Right, how many armies should I send to kill Peru? All of them. Do we do naval invasion as well? I probably should, shouldn't I? Let's justify on them. Retake core state. And you guys, detach from the main order and prepare a naval invasion. Let's try and land around here. At this point, we only have fascist countries left to target. Naval invasion. Support here and here. What is this? Oh, the company. Yeah, get in position, everybody. It's Peru time. Rather, it's time to end Peru. We're missing supply here. I'm not going to be able to build it in time, so let's just ignore it. But I now have manpower, so I can actually deploy some planes. Justification is ready. Are you all ready? Almost. Let's let them regain their organization a bit, and then we can attack. Maxing out the industry. Okay, I think we're good to go. Should I actually call in Brazil? Is there a connection here, or is this all separated? I think it's all separated. No need for Brazil to be called in. Peru, your end has come. Declare war and call in my Bolivia. Also, activate your cipher. Here it is. And start spying on the United States. We'll need that too. Okay, go everybody. Go, go, go. Are you not attacking through here? Oh, you are. They're just not defending it. That's even better. And the United States want to actually help me. Good. How's the naval invasion? That's on its way. I forgot to call in Colombia. That's better. And we have landed. Do we have any ports? Not yet. Let's work on getting some. Alright, we got one. Let's bring over the rest of you. And can I also get Lima? Would be nice. I can get Lima. Excellent. Well, Peru turned out to be weaker than I expected them to be. I mean, we have stacked a lot of bonuses. I just thought they would put up a bit more of a fight. Definitely take this directly. Do we puppet the rest? I think we do, yes. Why do I take this directly? Because it's my core. Peru does not have this as a core, so I might as well take it myself. So 2 go directly to me, and we puppet the rest. Add stuff, and give me ships. There goes Peru. Time for Venezuela. Bolivar. A small naval invasion, using Brazilian manpower. Soon it will all be my manpower. Are 2 armies going to be sufficient, or should I use more? I guess I could use 3. Help with this one. Can I join the Allies? How about it, Britain? No, you hate me so very much. How about the Soviet Union? More interested in that. I'm actually contemplating fighting against Germany. That's probably a bad idea. Might be better to fight for Germany, so they would help me with the United States. Then again, if the United States are fully invested in a war outside their borders, I can very quickly justify on them and kill them before they can defend themselves. Maybe. In the meantime, this army is free. I'm gonna send them to El Salvador. Justification is ready, but the troops are not. Let's give them a moment longer while we justify on El Salvador. Oh, and start decrypting the United States. It's gonna take a while. More factories. I think we're good to go for Venezuela. Let's declare war and call in Colombia. And go. Should be fairly straightforward. And the naval invasion from the back always helps deliver more damage and also distract the enemies. And we've already landed and connected everything. Excellent. There's a victory point here. Take it quickly, and it might be enough. United Kingdom embargoes me. I think I can live with that. We're still alive. We have more victory points somewhere. 1. Guess you can move there. And here goes Venezuela. Puppet, please. Reparations, resources, and ships. Only El Salvador remains. Let's actually switch around the generals, because I want to use this guy. Justification is here, but let's wait for the general to get to his troops. Let's attack. Call in Honduras and Guatemala. El Salvador has a lot of troops, but they're surrounded, so we do have the upper hand. Wait, where's the rest of you? Why are you not... Oh, god damn it. You're just sitting there. Move here. Yay, finally got the infantry skill. Excellent. There you go. And also improvisation expert. And you can become an infantry expert, something we desperately need. Here you go. A significant boost. And here goes Salvador. Puppet and stuff. Alright, we're pretty much done. All that remains in the Americas that's not under our control is this part here. A little bit of Britain and the United States and Canada. So now we're going to build up our strength and take out the United States and Canada. For that I'm going to need more troops. Deploy lots of those guys, the tiny deployables, and we can use manpower from our subjects. Now, I should probably do the liberations now. Well, liberate the Inca people is actually a bit of a problem, because part of this is my core territory. We have so much manpower in our subjects like Brazil, or Great Pindorama, that I don't actually need to do those shenanigans. And most of these guys probably filled up their focus trees already, getting all the factories. Now let's do it. I'm tired of waiting. Maybe everything but Mexico. I don't want them to get a civil war, because Mexico gets civil wars. Reorganize the Bolivian government. Liberate the Amerindian people. Liberate the Nahua people. The Charrua. Where is that? Where's the Charrua? Oh, that's Uruguay. Well, Uruguay has a lot of troops, don't they? Now, actually, let's see what happens if I request the troops, put them in an army, and then do the liberate decision. Troops disappeared and went back to Uruguay. That's fine. I don't mind. Liberate the Maya people. Is Maya state, Miskito people, the Incan people, and the Guarani. Is that everything? Yes, with the exception of Mexico, which can wait. There's still some more we need to do. So let's see. You did maintain all the industry, didn't you? I'm pretty sure they did. And the expeditionary forces went home, looks like. Now, let's check their focus trees. Yay, fresh focus tree, fresh factories. How about you? Yes, lots of these guys get fresh focus trees, which means all the factories here for free. Well, not exactly for free, they still have to do the focus. How about what used to be Uruguay. Yeah, see? Uruguay got a new focus tree, while still keeping the factories they already had. Theoretically, I could have waited a little with that, but it's already 1942. We got to move. And they are, what are they? They are puppets. So if I get some factories in each of them and reduce them to integrated puppets, I will be increasing the amount of factories I'm getting. Alternatively, I could do a focus that would annex all of them and get me their territories as core. But if I wait and take the United States over and then do it, then I can core all of America, which seems very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Peru survived just this one bit of territory. Looks like I'll have to annex them normally. Let's prepare our forces to destroy the United States. After all, it is a crusade against imperialism. So let's get all the empires out of here. Now, our good chance to deal with the United States is to attack them very quickly. And I think we need collaboration governments to make them surrender quickly. Because if they are allowed to get their troops back here and mount a proper defense, it will be very difficult to kill them. So prioritize operations and prepare collaboration governments in the United States of America. Automatically repeat. This is going to take forever, but so is preparing an army that can handle the United States. Let's see how Germany's doing in the meantime. Actually, they're doing very well because Finland is on their side. Let's make an entire army group of Brazilian soldiers and make them exercise. What do we need in terms of equipment? Lots of artillery and some anti-air. And lots of support equipment too. Let's not forget that. Yeah, I definitely need more military factories. We'll get there once I'm done with my civilian ones. Let's build military factories in subject territories, and if we lower their autonomy, I'll get something like 60% of those military factories. How's our operation? Already in progress. Excellent. If we have full collaboration government, well, I won't really need the compliance, because I can use a focus to annex them afterwards, but I want the fast surrender that comes with a good collaboration government. Vichy France, okay. Oh, there's allies in Italy. Well, if only the Germans didn't attack the Soviet Union, they would easily deal with them. And final doctrine. It's 1942. It's finally time to research the truck. I'm not sure if I should do hospitals or logistics, because I've pretty much already gone through all the difficult logistics areas, so probably field hospitals would be better. Oh, we can get extra manpower from this. Alright, which states have the most manpower? Let's see. We can get these. Santiago has the most, so let's immigrate to Santiago first. 40% manpower is gonna be significant. Lower the autonomy of what used to be Uruguay, which means extra factories for me. Who's next? Great Pindorama. Even more factories, 189 now. Logistics or hospitals? Let's do logistics. Then we don't have to worry about supplies so much. Or should I be using rangers? They're better than regular recon, aren't they? Building up factories everywhere and reducing independence. Convoys are great for that. No, you can't give away too many, because if you run out of convoys, there's gonna be trouble. Still, we have enough to spare. Time to switch our companies, because I already built up stuff in all my core territories. So now I'm going to switch this company to the electronics developer, which gives us 10% to all research speed. All of it. So here we go. And the factories that I already have are going to stay here. See, the maximum slots went down, but the factories are already in there. Almost at 200 factories. Our compliance is pretty high, so I'm getting a significant amount of factories from the territories that we occupy. Maybe I should build there. 91% of factories that are in Argentinian territory, and 73 for Mexico. You know what? I should actually build there. There's a lot of decrypting to be done in the United States, isn't there? We can specialize our national army programs. I think one of them gives a bonus to all troops, so let's do that. Oh yeah, we got extra population from Santiago. Now let's do Araucania. And exchange this advisor, because he slows down our research. Let's get Guido. He's going to increase our factory output and our compliance growth. Oh, that's a pentagram. That's why you're increasing research speed. 77% research boost. And we can reduce the Inca Empire's independence. Let's do that. And from 216, we're up to 231 factories. All the Brazilian ones are trained up. Although I should modify that template a bit now that I can add logistics companies and switch recon for rangers, because rangers are better. Let's do that. This is a decent template. Germany not doing too well. Provisional government of Argentina, absolutely not. I have enough puppets. Oh, cool. So it's theoretically is with tanks, but it doesn't only affect tanks. I can get division organization 5% or attacking division speed 5%. Normally I would go for organization, but actually I'm going to be in a big rush attacking the United States. So the speed will help me tremendously. Let's get that one. Sweden, what you want? No, I'm not giving you my army experience. I need it. Whoa, what the hell? No! How the hell does my puppet declare war? How? Bloody Brazil, god damn it. Did you join allies? Did they do the join allies focus or something? At least they're still my puppet. Maybe I should just annex them and then the war won't happen because they can't call anyone, can they? I should just annex them back. But if I do annex them back, I will never get the cores, will I? Maybe I should just let them fight Germany. It's not like Germany's gonna land here, are they? Well, Japan might. God damn it, Brazil. Alright, I got enough for today. I have to take a break. This is just too stupid. I took a much needed break and came to some conclusions. If Brazil can mess up enough to declare war, even though they're a puppet, there's no telling what else they're gonna do. Like, are they gonna get me into more trouble? So I'm just gonna annex them. We're going to send them all the land lease we can and just annex Brazil. That has the added benefit of changing all that manpower that I'm draining from them to mine. You have any left? You still have some left, yes. We'll steal that too. So, land lease. I have all my convoys, all of my everything. Right, this will do for now. Actually, no, I'm producing convoys, so I'm just gonna give them all the convoys we have monthly, and also prioritize constructing stuff there. It's a waste because when we annex them I won't have a good compliance value, so I will not be using all their stuff, but if it's to avoid trouble, it's gonna be worth it. I mean, as a puppet they apparently can declare war, so who knows what else they're gonna mess up. I'm not willing to find out. How about we just do suppress subjects for a bit? I want to annex them before they can get us into more trouble. Also, I do want to drain all of their manpower, so let's make some more Brazilian units. The trick to beating the United States will be to move fast, so I'm considering either doing motorized divisions that can quickly reach Washington, or maybe trying a quick naval invasion. I mean, their fleet is more powerful, but I'm banking on the fact that they will be busy in Europe. But there's still some time before we attack. I need to buff my everything. We have 2 operations, 30% each. I actually want to bring it to 100. Usually 80 is enough if you want to do collaboration governments, but what I actually want is to just make them surrender as quickly as possible. Rough terrain specialists. We still have some nice focuses over here with the Special Forces program that can let us boost our ranges, which we will be using, but let's just focus on annexing Brazil. And with all the land lease already sent, we can now finally annex Brazil. Let's. You've caused too much trouble. Luckily, I was not actually dragged into the war against the Germans, which is nice. Now, I will quickly build up compliance and make use of their factories that we built for them. But the best thing about this is that all this manpower now belongs to me. And actually, I can use the template that I'm using for them. It is pretty good, and I already have ranges included in here. So I guess I'll just be switching my regular units to it. We'll need some more artillery and all that, but we have some time. And I also inherited the Brazilian troops. I wonder if I'll have a chance to launch naval invasions here. Do we have any motorized templates? I do have a motorized template, and it is pretty fast. I don't usually use motorized, but we'll have to rush here before they can come back from Europe. So I'm thinking at least 1 army of motorized is warranted. Strength on mountain stuff. Hey, 3 million in the field. Cool. Well, thanks to Brazil. Oh, adding ranges actually makes them slower. Okay, good to know. We could add a motorized recon company then. I don't think recon or ranges affected speed, but apparently they do. Right, motorized recon and engineers. That's it for now. Maybe 2 armies of motorized. Also going to make them elite. And I'll have to give at least some of them to this guy because he is an improvisation expert, which means he's fast. It's a bit of a waste because he's also an infantry guy, but oh well. Oh, this gives me night vision for free. Am I already researching it? I am not. Wonder if I research night vision, will it give me night vision 2? Let's check, because night vision 2 is way ahead of time, and it would be a big boon to get it for free. I'm gonna try a spearhead order all the way to Boston. Hopefully they will not get distracted and just follow the path, while the rest of you moves normally. How's my compliance growing? Pretty quickly. Best artillery, please. A better variant of the truck, please. And a better variant of the gun. Provisional government of United Mexican States would be nice, but no thank you. Mexico is a problematic subject. They get civil wars, and that's just not acceptable in a subject. Better engineers. Okay, this gives me night vision 1. Let's wait until we research night vision 1 and see what changes. Will this give me night vision 2? Yes, it will. Excellent. Because night vision 2 would take us a year to research, and we'll get it for free. Wonderful. We finally got the US Cypher and the Ranger training program. Night Vision 2 for free. Soft attack 20% to all line artillery. That's extremely powerful. Oh, Rangers give the bonus to line artillery. Well, good, I have Rangers and line artillery in the same place. Sure, artillery is maxed out, infantry is maxed out almost. Support stuff. I know I'm taking forever, but the United States are fairly powerful. How's Germany doing? Not great, but also not terribly. I need more trucks and infantry equipment. The rest is fine. Finland and the Soviet Union signed a white peace. That's not great for the Germans. It's going to mean more trouble for them. And I want them to be fighting the Allies because, well, then the Americans will be busy there. This is likely to fail. but I'll do it anyway. With floating harbors, please. Here we go, 3 naval invasions, prepare. Not very likely to succeed with the small navy that we have, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, so I do have enough supremacy to launch the invasions day 1, if and only if our enemy does not actually garrison these sea zones. Finishing up the last collaboration government, then we'll infiltrate the army, and we'll be ready to attack. Alright, naval invasions planned down here and up here. What's next? All the small bits of territory in here, and Panama, and a little bit here too. Now all the rest of you will do a field marshal level order, which comes down to go north and kill everybody. Also, everyone go aggressive. We now have full cooperation in the United States, 100%. Should we attack or should we still infiltrate their army? It'll take a long time. Maybe it'll be better to just build up the spy network. Yeah, I think so. We finally have enough trucks. Okay, even in excess of trucks. Let's make sure to use them for supply as well. It's going to help a bit. For the first time in a very long time, I'm actually having a reason to use motorized. Let's see how that works out. Yay, all the support companies are done. Invest in fuel and excavation now. Let's justify our war goal. Panama Canal, 10 days. Time to fight the allies. Go on patrol. Everything's in position. We are ready to go. Also gonna do force attack on the motorized units, probably. Justification is ready. Okay, time to attack the United States. Declare war. We're not calling everyone in, just some countries. These guys and the Maya state. These guys because I need to invade Panama from their territory. What used to be Venezuela. And I think that's everyone. Yeah, I think so. The rest doesn't need to be involved. Do we activate the cipher or do I wait until there's resistance? I think I wait until there's resistance. Let's keep the cipher ready. And go! Did the naval invasions launch or not? These are not launching, as well I did expect that, but let's see what the supremacy is. 14%, 18%, and 13%. Not very likely, but the southern ones are actually going. Okay, good, that's something. I'm gonna keep the order up. Maybe there'll be reshuffling the fleet or something and we'll actually launch, I'm not sure. Are you attacking? You are attacking. Good. They've called everyone in. Should I just give a manual attack to some of them? Let's try that. Just go to Washington. Fastest route possible. As you can see, we are making fast progress, essentially because the United States have all of their army in Europe, and they do not have enough troops here to defend themselves. And the strength of the motorized is, of course, their speed. If all goes well, we will get over to Washington and New York before they can bring reinforcements from Europe. We do have a collaboration government made, and it doesn't take effect yet because we are not the highest war score contributor, because they're fighting the Germans and so on. But when we take over out of the United States, we should actually get an easier time capitulating them. Right, we already took this bit, good. Extend the garrison here, and this army can join the main attack. How are we doing here? Well enough, well enough. Yeah, these guys can move north too. Go into Canada. How's my naval invasion going? Well enough, yes. We have a floating harbor. These guys do not stand a chance. Port Stanley will be mine in a moment. But the other one, still far. When we take those islands, we can make them core. Okay, so far so good. I'm not using the cipher because the Americans have still not brought their troops in, so there is no large resistance. And motorized is doing great. I sent some of them ahead. They can get cut off, but I'm hoping that the rest of the motorized units will, pick up the slack. We got the Falklands. There's still this little one here, the South George Island. And you, since the naval invasion is not happening, you can join the Field Marshal level order that's somewhere in here. The Americans have started bringing in troops. Hopefully my attack is strong enough to capitulate them before they can bring in an adequate defense. And yes, I know I'm risking a lot just sending those trucks ahead, but it is a calculated risk. It's also necessary. And as you can see, we are now sieging Washington. That's the strength of motorized. You can kill your enemy before they can react. This is looking extremely good. So far so good. And I don't see any enemy naval invasions, and we have conquered the south. My garrison armies are reaching the islands, so I can now withdraw the main army from there. From the South Pole almost to the North Pole almost. Can we get New York? Yes, we can. Oh, they cut me off, really? You take Philadelphia, just so you're not cut off, and one of the trucks is actually going to drive all the way up to Boston. It's probably not defended. Got New York. Are you capitulating yet? No, 46%. I'm not the highest contributor to war score right now, at least the individual war score against the United States. That will eventually change, I think. So if we can at least keep the territories we have just conquered, and that will make them capitulate to us when we become the major contributor. Hey, you were supposed to take Boston. Take it. Yay, Boston's mine. Okay, good. Now just don't let the enemy take your stuff. The spearhead order has been fulfilled. You can start moving into Canada if you want to. Also, the garrisons can now extend to US territory. We wouldn't want any pesky naval invasions to land in our new possessions. Should I do all adults serve? It could be nice, but I don't think I need to. Let's do it. And let's switch our economy to limited exports, because I just can't get the steel otherwise. And that's better. And the United States have capitulated. Do I have full compliance? I do. I do. I could create a collaboration government, but we have something better. Namely, reorganize... Wait, I can't do that one yet. Why not? Oh, we can't do that if they exist. So I would have to do the collaboration government first, I think. Will that work? Okay, reorganize the American government. This will work if the United States exists and is my subject, or it does not exist and I control all of highlighted American states. So it doesn't work if I just control the territory. Right, let's see if a collaboration government makes it work. Create a collaboration government of the United States. Show me. How about that? No. Well, that's a bummer. Still, I do own this territory now. It's my subject. Collaboration government subject. Which means I can get all the steel I want. I am a bit disappointed because I thought I was going to be able to release them as, you know, the decision thingy if I just controlled it. Apparently that's not the case. Still, no matter. Let's go and conquer Canada. Also, having them as a collaboration government is almost just as good because we get 75% of all of their factories. And I probably did not need to go to limited exports after all, because I can now just buy everything from them on the cheap. So yeah, let's switch back to free trade because it gives us a bonus. Yes, they have our blessing. We did that already. Canada time. We can liberate the Ita people, which we shall do here, integrate the South Atlantic Islands, and establish a federation here. Beautiful. How's Germany doing now that I helped them out? Not so well. Let's finish the continent off. I quite literally have to win the war and own it, which is not going to happen because I don't have a fleet to land in the United Kingdom, but I suppose it doesn't really matter since I do have my collaboration government and I do own it now. Canada has capitulated to Germany. Are you kidding me? Right, I think I need to declare war on Germany now. I'm not willing to give up Canada to you. Sorry, Adolf, I'm just not giving it to you. How exactly did that become German possessions? No idea, but we'll get it back. Here's my justification on Germany. I'm going to declare war on you. We don't really care about anything else. Declare war. They called in Japan. Whatever. I can defend my continent, so it doesn't really matter if we end up at war with everybody. Yeah, Germany's calling Romania and all that. I wonder how you're gonna get here. The answer is, you're not. Italy seeks reconciliation with Turkey, but Turkey isn't the allies. That's not gonna work. Oh, there's allied forces here. We're gonna need to send troops to help. Get over here. And I didn't actually use the American cipher because they just didn't put up a defense in time. Take out the United Kingdom, please. Having some supply troubles, but nothing too serious. And they do have a foothold here, but I'm bringing an army to kill them. It's taking its sweet time, but it's almost here. There's a bit here, and a bit here, and we're taking all the bits. Can we liberate anyone yet? Oh, for the Inuit I also need... Wait, really? I need Greenland for that? Oh, that's surprising. Well, I guess we'd better start preparing some naval invasions. Yalta Conference, interesting. Say, since I am at war with Germany, could I join Comintern? No. But I could get military access from the Soviets and get war score. Maybe. But first I'm going to try and do naval invasions here. It's 8,000 friendly supremacy. Go! Do I need Newfoundland for anything? I do. For Canada. Is it time to release someone? Yes, we shall liberate the Inuit people. Boom. United Inuit States. New subject. I just need to get rid of these guys and we can get Canada. Can we? Well, no, we can't because it's damn it, it's the same thing as with the United States. I would need to actually defeat them in the war. That is very disappointing. That means I should have done the focus that I'm about to do, United by Will, when I was finished with my South American conquests. It would have made everything so much easier. But I did not pay enough attention, apparently. I thought that I would only need to control American territories up north, but apparently I need to have destroyed the United States as such. Even a collaboration government is not enough. Oh well, I don't really like that you have to have the United States as a puppet, same with Canada, and have them basically not exist to be able to create the reorganized government. I think controlling all the territories should be enough. Why? Well, because if you actually win a war against the United States and Canada, then it's usually all of the allies as well, then you don't need it anymore. You already won the game. Now, in my understanding, if I could do it now when I control all of this territory, I do, and I should be able to do it, then by having it as a core, like I'm about to do with all the Southern American ones, I would have enough economic capacity to maybe build a fleet that would be enough to invade the United Kingdom. But in this particular situation, yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm going to re-release Brazil and release Mexico before this finishes. Fall of Berlin. Germany will be over soon. I could save Germany, you know? I mean, I'm at war with them, so I'm not going to, but I could. Or we could side with the Soviet Union against the Allies, eventually. Right, Unified by Will focus is about to complete. Let's release Mexico. Oh, it invalidated this little country I had here. Yeah, that's fine. And re-release Brazil. Rather, the Great Pindorama. Release as puppet. Retain cores. Alright, we have Great Pindorama again. And I should annex it when I finish the focus. Will I? We'll see in a moment. So what happens now? We annex it and... Come on. Did I crash the game? It didn't. We did unified... Oh! I was wrong. I'm sorry. Actually, having this territory as a puppet United States did make it work. No, it didn't. It's an occupied state again. I didn't get a core here. So I just annex it, but I didn't get a core. Did I get cores everywhere else? I was supposed to get cores on all of this. Annexes and gains cores on all Amerindian and Polynesian subject states. You know what? It doesn't matter. The Grand Federation of American Peoples has annexed stuff, with the exception of Peru, which I left. But I do have 15 million manpower. So I did get cores, just not on the United States. Did I get cores on Brazil? I did get cores on Brazil. I did not get cores on Canada and United States. I guess that's okay. Should I do the collaboration government thingy again? What's my collaboration here? 100%. You know what? No. No, because I'm ending it here, and it looks better if we just own it at all, with a small exception. So the Grand Federation of American Peoples owns the Americas. And this is it for this video. I actually enjoyed this path into focus tree. It's unique. You do create those Indian nations. I have a couple of problems with it. 1, Brazil as a puppet acts weird. 2, I think that actually occupying all this territory, controlling all this territory for both Canada and the United States should be enough to qualify them for being released. Like that. We'll end it here. If I were to continue, I would probably get military access from the Soviet Union. Can I do that? Yes. And cut through Netherlands into Vichy France, letting Germany survive a little longer, then go around into Italy, kill them all here, and then get a large chunk of Germany in a peace settlement, and hopefully invade the UK. Who knows? It might actually work. But it's 1946, and I am tired and annoyed by Brazil and the United States. Now, in retrospect, that I realize you can't actually reorganize the American and Canadian governments by just controlling this territory. I should have done the focus unified by will. I'm not sure when I finished my conquest here, but it was like 4 or 5 years ago in game. I should have done that then, and I would have a lot of factories everywhere and a lot of manpower to use. Would have been much better. Live and learn and all that. Right, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.